Well, good morning, DAC family. I'll try to tone it down a little bit, and I'm going to try to slow it down for folks like James, who I always appreciate correction and it's enthusiasm just pouring out of me. But I got to remind myself to be a little slower because we all absorb information at different rates, including myself. So if I was listening to me, what would be the best way and tempo for me to listen to me? Slow it down. So I'm going to do my best today, regardless of the time constraints. But I respect your time. I appreciate you being here. We all do. This is our morning huddle. My name is Matthew Duhame. If you're a new broker with DAC, independent broker, welcome. You jumped on a rocket ship just before it leaves, as it's leaving the launching pad, more really appropriately stated. And you're great. You're wise to bring any other folks that you think might want to take advantage of this incredible opportunity uh, while we have it, because business owners are ubiquitous. They're everywhere. Our core beliefs are, we like to start out with it, but you're here because you've decided or you see something that we've seen and you believe what we believe, that which are capitalism is good. And small business owners are the lifeblood of our economy, and you're living in it. You're a part of it, and they're not like snobby. I mean, you could think they might be, but most of them are risk takers, are courageous people. So they're the types of characters you want to help, and you want to assist those that are risk takers and go getters and doers. And you also want to kind of be one of those too. Brings us to the theme of today's huddle call. We have a theme, but I want to finish with our points of beliefs. You gotta serve these people. You just got to let them know it's not hard. You're going to be uh, personally rewarded. There's gratification in doing what's right, and what's right is to just let them know. And in fact, you're a part of a solution here that nobody can compete with. We really have that competitive advantage. So you're really in the right place at the right time. And I would like to share some information with you that's going to absolutely help you to be everything you can possibly be. Because the theme of today's call is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Are you? We're going to get to that in a second, but the first thing I want to share is our funding story of the day. And this is an assisted living business in Wisconsin. Now, this is a broker, it's been with us for a while, Crew Path Journeys. And assisted living, they need bridge or gap funding from time to time because they get government subsidies, they get government money, but it doesn't always come. And they need the gaps filled. So when you're a small business owner and one relying on these things, government, timing is everything. And even invoices are approved, payments are guaranteed to them. Delays cause serious cash flow pressure on these businesses. Payroll, vendor, rent, there's a number of things. Daily operating expenses, they don't stop just because, the receivables late. So that's where access to reliable, trusted sources for capital becomes not only helpful, but it's essential that they have a reliable source. And in this case, our client seeking bridge funding, as I mentioned, while they're waiting for the delayed government payments this month. So in this instance, this isn't the first time it's happened. So Bank Breezy stepped in to support her growth and their stability initially back in 2023. Got her $75,000 in September of 2023, and a renewal she needed a small amount, $7,500 again in April of 2024, and a renewal in July of last year for $17,500. That helped her, fill the gap at the time, waiting for payments. Now, yesterday, she got another $17,500, literally yesterday. So this track record reflects more than just transactions. It reflects the trust she has in our process and who we are. And we don't just fund once, it's and just leave them alone, once and done. No, we don't disappear. We stand with our clients. We stand them. Bank Breezy does. And through their ups and downs in real world scenarios, cash flow cycles, and we're basically providing strategic, as I said, bridge capital when timing gaps threaten their momentum for growth. So capital is the tool. It's power. It's power. It's a great tool. It protects their operations, preserves their vendor relationships, and keeps the employees paid. Obviously, it allows the business to stay focused on their growth rather than worrying about delayed receivables. So their focus is on growth, not their problems. And we're proud that DAC and Bank Breezy, we're proud to continue supporting clients like this again and again and again. I've got many of them myself, assuring that this woman, by the way, has stability while she's waiting on the funds that she already earned. So there's the benefit. in having a trusted source like Bankregi. And that's who we are, and that's what we do. And that's the funding story for today. I want to segue right into basically how you can be a part of that. And you are a part of that. But are you 1 foot in and 1 foot out? It's an idiom. It describes a state of hesitation. And I know I've got some people on here this is going to relate to. And it's going to help. Now, it could be a lack of commitment or to something important like this. Think about all those things in your life. It can also become like a feeling. You're caught between two choices. And it's usually some kind of fear of loss, losing one thing or the other, right? Ambiguity or ambivalence. Well, it can be even in a personal relationship, relating to a conflict or maybe even a lifestyle decision, let's just say, or in our case, your career choice or committing to this DAC business. I'm going to help you identify 3 aspects of this very weak posture, okay? Lack of commitment, I'd say was the first one. It's when you're not fully dedicated to a task or a relationship or a decision, okay? The ambivalence I mentioned, it's someone, in the position, you can be torn. You're trying to leave a lifestyle you don't like, but you keep getting pulled back into it. Some external influence. Call that ambivalence. Caution is the one I found mostly with people. It stems from fear of fully committing because there's a desire to retain a safety net. Do you know about the analogy with the guy that burned the ships with his very small, group of folks with the natives, burned the ship, Ponce de Leon, I think it was. I believe so, or Cortez or Alvarez, one of the great original explorers, but Indians, overwhelming. Okay, you know the story, go research it. Burn the ships, read that one. So this phrase, he's got 1 foot in, he's got 1 foot out, it's kind of, it's used to describe somebody's distance or arm's length. They're kind of aloof, they're kind of, they're physically present, but they're not emotionally there. They're detached or they're disengaged. So I want to say there's only one solution: total commitment. This phrase, again, I'm going to give you this choice leads directly, and here it is, leads directly to increased resilience and ultimate success. Total commitment also, we're talking about both feet in, right? It provides it provides dedication needed to overcome obstacles that you encounter. The only way. It's leading to goal achievements, but improved career growth and reduced burnout. Everybody gets it. If you're not committed, you're going to burn out. Okay? Anybody relate to that? I did in something else I was doing, not this. Stronger, and this is important, stronger relationships and trust, they're forged with this decision. So I'm talking about personal relationships are forged through total commitment. Okay? That's the term. Both feet into something leads to enhanced, as I mentioned. Also, it leads to a sense of identity and direction. So you have more purpose, allowing you to mature psychologically, okay? And you feel more grounded. When you're grounded, you know where you're going, what you're doing, and there's no distractions. You don't allow those things to happen to you, okay? Fully committed individuals bring high energy, a high level of passion and energy to their choice. So, and that can't be achieved through mere compliance or just going through the motions and doing the training. It's full commitment. And lastly, improved self-confidence. It comes from following through on your commitment, strengthening self-trust, trusting yourself. And that's going to boost your overall self-esteem. And that's where we are, the play of the day. We do these things, play of the day. I'm going to give you an assignment. You'll love this one. I did it before I got on the call, actually, after I, put the stuff in my hair. I have to look pretty for me, right? Here we go. Here's your play of the day. And if I can find it, I wrote it down here. Okay, here it is. When you have a quiet moment after the Zoom huddle call, as soon as you're free time alone, I want you guys to look right in the mirror and don't forget to smile. Or if you get angry, if that helped you, okay? But either way, I want you to go tell that wonderful person you're looking at right there that you are now 100%. You now 100% have both feet in this DAC business. Both feet in. Very soon, almost immediately, you are going to likely want to do the activity, do what it takes to gain the traction required and build the momentum that leads to success here. Okay? Ready? Break.